You need to stop listening to your brain. Let me know if this sounds like you. You sit down at your desk, ready to complete some work, ready to dominate your to-do list. You feel driven, you feel motivated to get it done, and then all of a sudden the voices seep in. I've not planned enough for this. I'll wait for the motivation before I start. Or, the worst of all, I'll start in 5 minutes. But it's never just 5 minutes, is it? It's time to silence this rationalizer, this inner demon in your brain, and take control of your discipline, drive, and motivation towards the work you need to complete to succeed in your life. And I have the solution for you. Hello, I'm Dylan. I'm 18. I coach lazy people to become productive using tactical techniques and strategies that have changed my life forever. And if you're anything like me, someone who spent 5,000 hours or 210 days straight playing Call of Duty and other such video games, wasting my life away to procrastination, you struggle with excuses. You struggle with this rationalization, this inner rationalizer inside your brain, taking control of your thoughts and guiding them towards an excuse to not do the work you've set yourself. I'll do it in 5 minutes. Oh, I don't feel motivated right now. I'll wait until the motivation kicks in, and then all of a sudden the day's whittled away. You've wasted it on tasks that aren't progressing you, and you're still stuck in a rut of number one, procrastination, but number two, unsuccess in your life. It wasn't until I started directly detailing, hyper-autistically detailing my days to avoid any excuses from seeping in, until I made progress in productivity. And this is the solution for you. You need to detail your life in such detail that your brain can't find excuses. So for me, when I'm growing this YouTube channel, I still face this problem to this day when I don't use the solution I'm giving to you. If I set myself the task of making short form content without the specific autistic detail on how much content I'm producing, whether I post it, whether I do this and do this, my brain, if it's feeling unmotivated, if it's feeling undisciplined, if it's feeling undriven to complete the work, I'll find a way to go buy the book. So if I write down, make short form content and be unspecific in the quantity, the quality, the duration, etc. If you don't have this criteria, my brain, when it's feeling unmotivated, will go straight to the option of making one single short form piece of content and not even posting it. But when I write down autistically, hyper-specifically what I need to get done, I need to produce 2 1-minute duration short form pieces of content and post them to my YouTube shorts and TikTok pages. Boom. Because it's hyper-specific, the chance of my brain creating the excuse and going by the book of the thing I've written is dwindled down to almost 0%. So I get the task done super easy because I'm very, very, very autistically specific in what I need to get done. I need to record a video. I need to record a video of 8 minutes duration using the formula that I've made for this YouTube video right now. When you dwindle it down to hyper-specific details, your brain can't create the excuses that you usually use, and you'll end up completing the tasks easier. This rationalizer, this inner demon inside your brain won't be as active because you've not given it anything to latch onto. You have not given any holes in your plan for it to dig its claws in and pull you out of the work you're supposed to be doing. In order to get into a flow state, you need to have a foolproof plan for your brain to act on with no excuse or no room for excuses to be built in. Simply put, autistically plan the tasks you need to complete and your brain will procrastinate less because it's very obvious on what it needs to do and there's no room for excuses to be generated, preventing you from completing the work. Here's another actionable tip for you. Think about the last 3 tasks you procrastinated and the excuses you made to rationalize your procrastination to stop you doing the work. So for me, making this short form content was the last thing I procrastinated, and the reason was I wasn't hyper specific in the planning of the short form generation, and therefore the excuse was, oh, I did what I said I was going to do, even though deep down I knew 2 short form pieces of content created was the goal and I didn't fulfill it. But because I wrote down on my to-do list, make short form content, my brain went by the book. Oh, I wrote it down, therefore it's okay if I skip the other piece of short form content and not even post it. So being hyper specific is the solution. Think about the last 3 tasks you procrastinated and evaluate what excuse you used, and simply, next time you're going to do that task, put down the details of what you need to do very specifically and even make an excuse counter. So for me, my excuse counter now is 2 pieces of short form content and post on both social medias. So boom, now it's hyper specific. I haven't got this room for the excuse to seep in. So you've shut down this inner rationalizer, you've kept it quiet. But here another problem in lies. This secondary problem could still furthermore leave you in a rut of procrastination and make you struggle and falter in productivity because it's decision paralysis. See, here comes another layer of procrastination and the constant battle to become productive because you solve it for weeks on weeks, for months on months. You're hyper clear, you're hyper analytical on the task you're supposed to complete, and you make it detailed enough that your brain doesn't create excuses. But then you have decision paralysis. Your brain finds another way for you to relax, for this rationalizer, this demon inside your brain to seep in and stop you from completing the work. It's decision paralysis. It's a really simple problem a lot of people face in the regard. All of a sudden you go too autistic, too detailed, and then you spend more time planning the tasks than taking action and completing them. It's a really big problem people face, and it's a secondary problem to my solution I've given. So in order to actually take action and stop this too in-depth detail under the plan you need to complete, you need to take this secondary solution, and it's to limit your autistic hyper-detailed planning to a certain level, whether it be the amount of characters, the amount of words, or in my day planning journal. I've kept the to-do list line purposely calculated so that when I write down, and when the people who purchase my planner, which is linked in the description, write down what they need to complete, there's enough room for this autistic detail where you can keep clear in your mind what you need to complete and eliminate any excuse that's generated, but it's not long enough that you waste too much time on this decision paralysis where you're constantly trying to procrastinate the work you're trying to complete by making it seem like you're doing productive planning to furthermore help your productivity. So I've kept the line purposely small, and you should do this too. You should either set a word limit or a page limit or an amount limit for your planning to keep it detailed enough, but not let this decision paralysis further hinder your productivity. So the primary solution of beating this rut of procrastination, this inner demon rationalizer from grabbing onto these holes in your plan and creating excuses that furthermore push you into this rut of procrastination, you need a hyper autistic detailed plan on what you're going to complete, the duration, the quantity, and all the other characteristics you need to complete the task to the standard that you're going to set yourself. You need this plan in place to limit the excuses made in your mind. And number two, make sure to limit the amount you're planning, either physically to leave less room for you to plan or set it to a word limit, etc. If you're looking to get more help from me on a more personal level, there's a free meeting consultation in the description where I can see and analyze how I can help you in your day-to-day life to become more productive and inevitably reach the success you desire. If you're looking to dominate the work you need to complete for your business, education, or personal development goals, I am the person to help you. There's a free link. Click it if you're interested. I appreciate you for watching this video. Check out this video also. Have a good day.